Hello and welcome into Adrian Lee's Akashic Record Clearing YouTube super channel. And why do I say that? It's because Adrian is bringing through such amazing clearing work for us all at this time. And I know lots of you are being really attracted into his tribe. And so here, this little video is going to be asking him a few questions about what is Akashic Record Clearing? How can it help me? And how did he start on this journey? So over to Adrian. Can you explain to us a little bit an overview as to what Akashic Record Clearing is and what people can expect from this channel of yours?
Thank you, Clara, and thank you for suggesting we do this because we're getting so many inquiries. Um, I think this is much needed. But what I wanted to say, first of all, if you are watching this in the early days, there may be some YouTube adverts coming through this. But if you're watching in the later days, they probably would have disappeared because I need 500 subscribers and 3,000 video hours. So please forgive the adverts right now.
And please subscribe.
And please subscribe. Thank you. So thank you. Yes, the Akashic Record Clearing, it does. I learned the Akashic Record, how to clear the Akashic Records just under 3 years ago, and it was an absolute game changer for me. I'd been an energy healer, and then the Akashic Records saw me down into a different line. I also do some past life healing and actually and psychic surgery. I think many healers do a number of different things, but clearly the Akashic Records is where it's at right now. And working with Diana Cooper has brought in so many inquiries. I've had to put together group sessions, which have been just amazing. And we're having amazing feedback, as you know, because I've been asking you to collate those. So thank you very much indeed for those. But I think with this energy work and with ascension moving into the golden age, we're having to move a lot quicker. And for me, the Akashic Records, clearing the Akashic Records is an absolute must. And it is a quick way of clearing and healing. If we have so many things in our Akashic Records, and just to explain, the Akashic Records is our life on Earth, really, and it's part of our halls of Amenti, or Ementai, as some people call them, which is all of our lives in all dimensions. So it's really important to clear our Akashic Records so we can get into the flow of our true soul's path, to get in alignment, and then everything starts to flow. It's really quite amazing what people see, sense, or feel, flying off them. And I think you've experienced that yourself. And thanks to Diana, because even like Diana said, she's been clearing for 40 years. And when she had her clearing, she just saw things whipping off. So it's extraordinary work, and seems to be really quick in this time where we need to do things. We can't wait for years or months. Sometimes it does take months, but go on, please.
Yes, so absolutely. This it's so essential to clear things that we may be not aware of. That's the thing, because I'm sure a lot of you watching, you've already done clearing. You're aware of the amazing work that the Ho'oponopono has brought through, let alone your own energy clearing and drinking lots of water. Let's be practical. But you're right, Adrian. There's something that's occurring. It's like this stuff that's attached to us through all different times and spaces. It doesn't actually want to be on us. That's the feeling that I got. It wants to be given permission to release. Is that correct?
Absolutely. So there's a lot of things in our Akashic Records that aren't ours, first of all, that are holding us back. Could have been placed by someone else. And also, if we've actually dealt with something and we've not removed it from our Akashic Records, we're still holding on to that energy. So it's still affecting us in this lifetime. And one of the most important things is soul contracts.
Mm.
I've seen people really move on when we've cleared the soul contract. So in almost every healing or every session, we will do a soul contract clearing. Generally, most people have one or two people in their lives, and generally it's blood family or partners or ex-partners, that they have some lower vibrational emotions, shall we say. So if that energy is ready to be released, it can be released. And I always say this to people, but if there is still some karma to play out, still something to learn, then it might well be partially done. So
can I ask you about this soul contract? Because parts of a soul contract, so we do have different contracts, different aspects of the contract with different people, I guess. So yeah, so like for instance, on the last group healing that we did, I was actually at my parents' house and I wanted to do some clearing on the soul contract with my mother. Now this is huge, and I could feel it rippling down and through, and it felt really right to be doing it at this time. And yeah, but I still want to maintain the high vibrational soul contract with her. So is this something that you're only clearing the bad stuff and the cool stuff stays?
as I understand it, and this is my experience with it, if there's something that needs to go, it will be done, because everything's done for the highest good, right? Under the
Right.
law of grace, under the law of one. And yeah, so it's not about actually, removing them from your life. It's about removing the trickiness of the soul contracts. So you can, when you do engage with someone like a family member, you don't have that lower vibrational emotion. And you can then stand in your power with that. And it's really interesting. I would say mothers come out in about 70% of clearings. Why it's mothers, I don't know, but it does seem to be mothers.
Yeah, that's a whole rabbit hole. We're not going to go down here
No,
right now, but I
no.
would love you to come into Chi Time TV, which is my channel, and talk more in depth about some of these topics that are coming up, because this is such a rich area of discussion. But if you're here on the YouTube channel, we're wanting to encourage you to come back. So say to subscribe, because Adrian's going to be dropping some interviews or some one-offs or some, what are you going to be putting on this YouTube channel?
That's a really good question. We will find out, won't we?
We
But
will.
right now, I mean, obviously, we're going to be putting a lot of content out there, particularly in this time of healing and clearing. But just to give other people a good idea, we have many different things. So what I've found out, I've collated a huge amount of information, and instead of like doing one thing in each individual session, I've got a comprehensive clearing. That's why I call it a deep Akashic record clearing. So right at this moment in time, many people want to have an individual session, and unfortunately, I just can't fit them in right now. So I'm creating the group ones, so you get exactly the same healing, just without the personal chat like we're having today, and at a much reduced cost. So you'll be able to access the clearing a lot easier and a lot quicker.
This is so key, because you said at the beginning of this is that this speeding up of the clearing, that people are wanting it. And if you're wanting to reach hundreds and thousands of people to help them step into the truth of who they really are, and they can't wait for one-to-ones, although you are doing some, but we're now getting towards the end of the year with that. And but you are able to now jump into the group, deep group clearings, and you get that on replay, of course. And I know some people, because they've been feeding back to us, have been saying how useful the replay has been for them.
Yeah, absolutely. When I started to clear my Akashic records, I literally cleared every day for 3 months. And it really jump shifted me. Now, obviously, depends on much healing you've done, depending what where you're at, what you need. But for some people, doing it every day for 21 days or a month would be great. Some people might just like do it once and they will just feel amazing, and it will jump them forward with something. And if you just look at some of the testimonials, that would explain what's happened to people after one clearing. So yeah, I would definitely encourage people. They'll have the the clearing for at least 30 days, so they can actually do it as many times as they like in that time.
Yeah, and also to support themselves while they're clearing, because this is powerful work. And if you want to do it every day, be prepared, take care of yourself, honor yourself, and follow your intuitive guidance, because you know what is best for you. And of course, Adrian knows a lot and he's got a lot to share with you too. But I'm just one question I have is like, how did you get into Akashic record clearing? What was the calling for you? How did it happen?
Well, everything happens for a reason, right? Everything happens. So I believe that I was using energy to heal and had some, great results. And of course, it's not me, it's my higher soul, which has this gift, and we're all remembering our gifts and where we're going. But I literally I came across it on a chat, on a chat like this. And I thought, it sounds like I need to look at that. And honestly, I'd never heard of it, never even been introduced to it before. So, but it was an absolute game changer.
Mm.
Now, I was taught to clear in a bit of a different way, but as I say, I've really it's time to do as much as possible in one session. So not do it over 3 or 4 sessions. Let's do as much as possible. So that's what we do, as much as possible in one session.
Yeah, very thorough, but also respecting your system. Your system's calling it through. If you're called to work with Adrian, your higher self is calling you to do that, isn't it? So it's trusting that process. And the energy that Adrian holds is very pristine. Whatever work you've been doing on yourself, mate, it's working, because people feel safe in your company. And if they feel safe, then their souls are feeling safe to be in their bodies. And then they're able to do deeper work. That's what I feel.
Yeah, and maybe as we kind of round this off, I think maybe if people really wanted to know where I come from, I didn't get into healing. I had the universe showed me healing in 2017, because like many people, I went through quite a huge life change where I had nowhere else to go. And I think a lot of people go through that. Got into energy healing, and I've since 2017 to right now, where we're at in August of 23, I've been on a major healing for myself, looking at all, and looking at those shadows and being told stuff that I didn't really like to hear about me. But and that's one thing. And I tried all types of healing, and they're all brilliant, and they all make a major contribution for your healing process. And of course, we're all still healing. So lots of different modalities, lots of different energy healers. I've done lots and lots, but this was my chance. I put my other life on hold because I just wanted to get myself right. Maybe it was subconscious, actually, but now looking back, I mean, I know why I was doing all this work for that 6 years on myself, to get to a stage where I can help lots of different people. And of course, that's actually in the Akashic records, because lots of our stuff in the Akashic records is subconscious and from other lifetimes too. So yeah, another matchup.
Yeah, brilliant. Just to sort of, you say we're kind of rounding this off now, but this, you were speaking about that. I felt the fragmentation of our souls, and the soul wants to be united in the heart, in the connection to spirit, and this work that you're doing is helping to reconstruct or give space so that the soul can come back together in its entirety. And you're saying the word healing, but the word healing really means holding, becoming holy yourself. And that's what
Yes,
this is all about, isn't it?
absolutely. Becoming wholly ourselves, remembering who we are, to get on our true life divine path, because that's where we're all going. And that's what we need to do, as quickly as possible.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I can't wait to talk to you more again about this fascinating topic that's changing my life as well. And so, if you're watching, listening to this, then you're here for a reason too. And so, just trust Adrian to guide you to the next stage. And there's plenty of information on his website, which is adrianleeenergy.com. And if you send emails, you'll probably get me on the other end of them because, yeah, I'm helping him out because I really want to support what he's doing. So, thank you, Adrian, for everything that you're helping us all do.
Clara, thank you so much for your help. It's really, I'm very grateful. Thank you for everyone who's watching and everybody who's come for a clearing. I'm really humbled to be on this journey with you.